Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to Clear Lake Fishing TV. Confession time. My confidence is shook. I've been out here for 8 days. I don't know, I've gotten a dozen fish, 15. I spent the last 4 days hunting down 2 fish. Now granted, they were the right 2 fish, but man, it's the first week of April. It's just, why do I suck at fishing so bad? The only reason I'm sharing this is because you gotta know my mindset for the day. I am going to strip it back down to basics. I'm probably gonna go through the entire rod locker. I'm gonna look at every option I got in the tackle locker. We're just gonna try and figure them out. I don't care if I'm catching dinks. Preferably I'm not. I've been hunting big, so I've just been throwing trash fish and my Senko. Those are my 2 big confidence baits. I mean, the trash fish is a new confidence bait, I'm gonna give you that, but I've always been a swim bait fisherman. Whether it's little finesse swim baits or the big ones, I love throwing swim baits. And I'm not gonna lie, 3 weeks ago, that was the juice, but that was 3 weeks ago. And I mean, 3 hours ago can be totally different. We all know that. But like I said, I'm shook. We're gonna figure them out. I'm glad you're here. Maybe you can give me some good advice in the comments. I don't know. Let's go fishing. Okay, so what do we got on the deck? We got the Ned. We got a Senko. Got basically a spinner bait, a shaky head. I'll rig up a drop shot in a little bit. We got a little crankbait. See, like I say, man, my confidence is just shook, and I don't say that just to like make a pity party. I'm saying that because I think we all have days like this. As evidenced by the tournaments that just came through, where over half the field blanked. And about another 20-25% only got 1 fish in the whole tournament. The guys I'm talking to, when I say I get 2 fish in 4 days, they're like, well, that's about what everybody else is doing. But somehow that doesn't make me feel any better. Clear Lake will humble you, man. Anybody who's come here knows. You get those glorious days that'll keep you coming back for years. And you'll catch the fish of a lifetime out here. And an hour later, you'll catch your next fish of a lifetime. I mean, this place is ridiculous. But it can also be very stingy and very humbling. And unfortunately, I've just been in that phase lately. And I think you have to go through these phases so you can truly appreciate the great days. I mean, those absolutely epic days where you're catching like 20, 30, 50, even more fish, and they're all quality. I mean, that's just magical. Go to the bait ball, basically a spinnerbait A-rig hybrid. So for reference, we had a big storm come through with a huge cold front. I think it really knocked the bass down. Yesterday was the first day of the warming trend. Today's supposed to get near 80. That's gonna be fantastic. So it's probably a big reason the bite got knocked down, because they were up. Tournaments before that cold front boasted some really good bags. I'm not making excuses for myself. I still think I suck at fishing, but every day I try and get a little better, try and learn something. And sometimes in your educational journey, you just need to go back to basics, and that's what I'm gonna try and do today. I'm just gonna try a lot of different things. I'm really gonna hit the areas I think should have fish. So I'm on a bit of a point here near a very expansive spawning flat. If I don't find them here, I'm going to bump up to that spawning flat, or at least the ledge right off of it. If I don't find them there, I'm going to go to the back of that spawning flat. That's my mindset anyway. This looks like a good area to pick apart with that Senko. I'm starting on areas that have tules and weeds. My other option is rock. If I go to the rock, I'm going to be fishing jigs and Ned rigs, shaky heads. I haven't had time to do much editing. Imagine the last couple of videos are pretty short. 5-6 hours to condense down around 1 fish catch. Which sounds easy, but if I'm gonna try and make a story out of it that you can follow, try and track along with the process I took to get that 1 fish, it takes some time. I was barbecuing up some spare ribs last night. I was throwing the old crappie jig off the deck. Felt something go tick, set the hook, and I mean, whew, it felt like a monster. And it wasn't rolling like a catfish, so I got all excited thinking I got a heck of a bass right in my own backyard. Turns out I rolled that jig over the back of a carp and I stuck it right in the dorsal fin on 6-pound test. I almost burned my ribs. I probably spent 20 minutes getting that thing in. And my neighbor had one of those big drop landing nets for fishing off piers. I was able to get that thing up into that. He weighed it in at 23 pounds. Not bad for 6-pound test. God, once I pick up a Senko, I do not want to put it down. What's up, dude?
How's it going, man?
I still suck at fishing. I need to just like donate my stuff to charity. Time to tie up a drop shot. Point towards the rod. Make a loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. I love that little drop shot knot. Four and a half inch straight tail robo worm in morning dawn on the drop shot. Deadly. Hey. Go back to basics. Come here, little guy. I don't like the look of that net. Little guy, but at least we got one. All right. Well, you're a little dude, but I gotta thank you. Have a great day, man. Go back to basics. There's a reason they're the basics. A little guy, but I gotta tell you, I'm super thankful for him. Okay, my confidence meter was flat pegged at 0. It's at a half. There's another one. Okay. Number 2. Itty Bitty Fishing Committee. What is it about a purple worm on drop shot? It just gets them. Confidence meter. Dink. They're biting today, so that's a good thing. Now I just got to figure out where they are. So these guys are in the shade of a dock. In the shallows. Oh man, that was definitely a fish. Thanks, pal. Okay, they're too small. You're making me feel bad. Confidence meter's getting higher, even though they're itty bitties. Let's face it, I usually come here and I hunt giants. Sometimes I just need to go after any kind of bite. That one's better. Oh no, he got off. That was a better fish. Oh, he broke me off. Another little guy. Thank you. On the Dink Fest. I'll take it though. It's a day of dinkers. That's a better fish. Excuse me, bud. That is a much better fish. Not bad. Been a couple days since I saw one like this. Yeah. Purple drop shot worm. Morning dawn. Nice fish. Thank you. I really needed to meet you today. You have no idea. Confidence meter is about 30% now. I really needed that fish. I feel like I'm at Shasta. See ya. First cast. First cast, are you kidding me? Oh, that's a good fish. That is a good fish. Cow, that is a tubby fish. Ooh-wee. That thing's a toad. Thank you very much, darling. How awesome is that to just decide to move, pull up to your next spot, first cast, hook a 4-pounder. Man, I started the day in the dumps. I kid you not, this little dink fest and a couple of 4-pounders have just got me riding high. Back to basics, really turned this day around. It is hot. I'm surprised the GoPros aren't overheating out in the sun. Dog's in his tent, but he's hot. I think I'm gonna call it a day. I think I got something to build off of tomorrow, and frankly, that's a lot better than it's been for about a week. Let's recap the day. I started the day with a confidence level in the dumpster. So I just decided to go back to basics. Things like Senko, drop shot, shaky head, spinner baits, crankbaits, all the normal stuff you start with because it works. You know, that's why you start with it. I got myself on a drop shot bite. 4.5-inch straight tail robo worm Morning Dawn was the ticket today for sure. I threw that Ned craw around quite a bit. Had a lot of fish react to it, but nothing would pick it up. I saw a couple dozen really nice fish. They're not on beds yet. They're just cruising around. I think it's heating up, guys. This time's coming. Been waiting for this for a year. Actually 2 years, because last year I blew the lower unit on the motor. I'm stoked. I got 4 more days out on the lake. Good weather trend. There's another bass right there. Let's pitch this out while I'm talking to you guys. Anyhow, yeah, 4 more days on the lake. Good weather trend. I can only see these bass getting more and more active and more of them moving up into the shallows where we can see them and where we can get them. If you made it this far into the video and you found some value in it, I'm gonna do something I don't often do, but I'm gonna ask you to subscribe. I'm within 75 subscribers of hitting that 1,000 mark, and that's a benchmark on YouTube. That's actually a big deal. If you could help me get there, I sure would appreciate it. I hope you can come fishing with me tomorrow. I'm glad you were able to make it on the boat today. We'll see ya.